Hi everybody, ciao a tutti, welcome back to my channel. So the big question today is, how can I level up my Italian by simply staying on my couch and not doing absolutely anything? I wonder. Well, you can watch TV series and movies in Italian, but by simply watching them, it doesn't mean that you're going to be learning magically a new language. Sorry. Unsubscribe to all those channels that tell you that just by simply watching an Italian TV series, you're going to be magically learning a language. No, that's fake news. You need to work on it. But I have specifically selected 5 TV shows and 2 movies that I think can really help you to level up and practice your Italian. When I say that you have to practice and that you're not going to just simply be staying on the couch and just waiting for the vocabulary to enter your body, I mean that you need to look and understand at the different words into that specific context. So if you're watching a show in Italian, I suggest that you put subtitles in Italian because otherwise your brain will be listening in Italian and will also be reading in another language, and that's just too confusing. So help out your brain and watch and listen and read in the same language, and stop if you don't understand something. If you don't understand something, it means that you might stop because you don't understand the context, or you might not understand one word, or you might just want to stop the video and admire the beautiful landscape where this TV show has been filmed at in Italy. Why did I choose Italian TV shows? Because in this case you get to see the location, so you get a little bit of culture, you get a little bit of Italian slang. You get to visit beautiful places because these films have been filmed in Italy. So if you like Italy and all the things that evolve around Italy, I'm sure you will really enjoy also watching these beautiful places, some of which that you might not even know of. So for this reason, I decided to do this video. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be watching anything else, okay? Don't get me wrong. I actually suggest to super beginners to rewatch their favorite TV show in Italian. Italians are wonderful at dubbing films and TV shows. And so if you have like a TV series that you have absolutely loved in the past and that you know by heart, it could be a nice thing to rewatch it and switch the language to Italian. In this way, your brain will automatically know what you're talking about, what you're watching, so you're not being forced to understand what's going on, but you get to pick up the language, okay? Every time there is a new word or a new sentence that you don't understand, write it down and make it yours. I know I say this all the time, but this is the only way that you can really pick up vocabulary. If you don't know a word, look it up, get all the meanings because words have more than one meaning, and try to use it in a sentence that you can potentially use in a conversation in your daily life, okay? If you need help on that, get in touch with me. I will help you to do that and to find a method to pick up this extra Italian vocabulary, okay? So, are you ready to see the titles that I have come up with? I'm sure you are. Here they are. The first one's called Odio, l'estate. This is a movie that has recently come out. I found it on Netflix. And it's a movie that talks about 3 different families that, for strange reasons, book the same house for the holidays, the summer holidays. As you can imagine, these 3 families are completely different one from the other. They have different problems, different economical situations, different backgrounds, and they have to sort of survive during the summer in this beautiful house at the beach. The actors are very famous. Three of them are Aldo, Giovanni, and Giacomo, but there are many more. And they are famous Italian comedians. You can find some of the sketches that they've made in the past on YouTube. And in this movie, they actually go about with their real names. So it's funny because they are actually called Aldo, Giovanni, and Giacomo inside the movie as well. You get to see beautiful sceneries. You get to see the Italian culture of going to the beach, because Italians go to the beach in August. That's what we do. We wait the whole summer, and in the 1st of August, we usually book a house, an apartment, or a hotel, and we relocate to a summer destination. So you do get a little bit of a cultural aspect. These three comedians do come from different backgrounds, you get to see also a bit of real Italian life. The next one is also a movie, and it's called L'incredibile storia dell'isola delle Rose. This is from a real life situation that happened in Italy. I think it was probably around the 70s, where an engineer decided that he wanted to create his own nation. And he did so by creating an island off the coast of Italy and creating it with basically its own currency, its own rules, its own flag, everything. And this situation actually caused quite a lot of problems internationally, and obviously to the Italian government, who was not too happy to have this happen. It's funny, and you are learning a little bit of history because it's something that really happened. And you get to see beautiful beachside landscapes and sceneries. And here we go with the TV series. The first one that I want to talk to you about is called Incastrati, which means framed. In this case, it's a TV series by two comedians, Ficarra and Piccone. They are Sicilian, so the TV series is filmed in Sicily. And it's very funny because it talks about these two TV technicians who, by chance, basically go inside of a house and find a dead body. And they panic because they have seen so many crime series that they believe that they can find a way to hide all this and just go back to normal life. They haven't done anything. They haven't killed the person, but they're so scared that the people will, the police or the investigators will think that it's their fault, that they try to cover up this murder. Obviously, you can imagine how many things will go wrong. And in this case, not only will you be seeing beautiful Sicily, you will also get a little bit of local slang, and you will get to know a little bit about what happens in Italy in terms of also the mafia, because I'm not going to unveil all the story, but you can imagine that in Sicily, when there's a crime, usually there is a mafia involved, and so they try to make fun of also this not so funny situation that happens in Sicily. The next TV show is a TV show that I absolutely loved and absolutely suggest. It's called Blanca. It first aired on Rai, so the national Italian public TV. The actors are fabulous once again, and this is like a crime scene investigation kind of TV series. The fun thing is that it has an actress that is acting as a special investigator with the local police, and she is blind, and so she helps to understand and find criminals with the help of her listening skills. So basically, she can understand if a person is found in a specific spot because she hears specific things inside of the audio recordings. The fun thing about this is that it's in Genoa, so you will see a beautiful, beautiful part of Italy. And I think it's nice because you can also understand how people that are visually impaired, how they can develop a job and they can help the community, and how they actually live a normal life, which is something that usually we don't think about. So there's a little bit of that going on, and it's nice because the actress who played Blanca, she asked for Andrea Bocelli's help to understand what the real feeling of being blind is and how she could best interpret this character. There is a background story that is linked to her sister's death, and that sort of is the thread that holds on the whole TV series. But it's very intense, and I really suggest it. I really enjoyed watching it. Then you have Suburra. Suburra is not for the faint-hearted, okay? Because it talks about gangs. It talks about facts that have, in a way, actually happened in Italy. It's filmed in Rome, and it talks basically about these gangs that are working against each other, basically, to sell drugs and corrupt the politicians and also the clergy to develop certain parts of Rome. The language here is a little bit intense. You do get a lot of accent from that area. Plus you get to see some parts of Rome which are not exactly beautiful, but hey, that's real life. So that's also something that happens. Once again, do not watch it with your children because it's quite brutal. But if you start watching it, you are not going to want to stop. It's something that captures you and you want to know what happens next. I think it's 3 seasons, and the first 2 have actually been inspired by real Italian facts, what is called Roma Mafia Capitale. If you Google that, you'll find out what really happened. And if you watch Suburra, you can link some of the things that you see in the TV series with real life. Then you have Generazione 56K. This is another fun TV series that talks about internet. 56K refers to the internet, so the speed of internet. And it talks about a couple that met when internet was not a thing, so when internet didn't exist, and then they meet again like 30 years later, and they get together, and basically everything has changed, and it sort of gives a heads up on what has happened to life now compared to back then, and how internet has changed dating and working and basically life. It's funny, wasn't my favorite, but it's nice because you get to listen to different types of accents, different dialects, and overall it's something not too difficult to watch. The last one that I want to suggest, it's called Carlo and Malik. It's a TV show that aired on Rai, so on the public TV, but it also is available on Netflix. I particularly enjoyed it. Well, I like those investigation kind of TV shows, so that's sort of my thing. I liked it because of the location, that I found the location very beautiful, and also because it talks about like interracial problems in Italy. So some of the subjects that they touch are actually quite important right now. And the main idea is that there is a young detective and a senior detective, and the senior detective needs to work with the younger detective, who is a son of an immigrant family, and they have to work together to solve crimes. I like it because it doesn't hide how Italy can really be. So I think it gives you another understanding from another point of view of how Italy and Italians live daily life. And yeah, that's it. For the moment, I want to suggest those. Please let me know if you watch any of these and what you think, and tell me which one's your favorite. Remember, always take time when you're watching these. Don't rush it. Pick up all the new words and make them yours. Okay? See you next week. Un bacio. Ciao.